across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Giants. On the visiting sideline, there's the Chiefs head coach, Andy Reid. His squad losers last week after a victory in the season opener. On the other side, it's Giants head coach Brian Daboll. His team fell on the road last week trying to turn things around in front of the home folks here. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It's Graham Gano to get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the three-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
In last week's game, the opponent just really neutralized him and, frankly, this entire passing game. Nobody was open. When they were, he missed some throws. Offensive line had some protection issues. It just overall was a poor performance. So they understand if they're going to come into today's game and have some success, they've got to find a way to get some explosive production and some efficiency out of this passing game.
They go play action with Mahomes. Got a man. That's Rashee Rice. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Mahomes to Rice for a big play. 42 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
He plunges forward for a couple of yards. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop.
The 24-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Yards on the play.
Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He was brought down by Andrew Phillips. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he will score! Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead.
Giants nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today, and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Dart. They try to work the screen with Scatterboot. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So he gets on the board, first catch of his career. I can promise you he's going to hang on to that ball. Now, it wasn't the flashiest of plays, but just try to get him comfortable and try to settle him into this game.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Scatterboot. And he will have a Giants first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
So after giving up a touchdown to start the game, you'd hate to then turn around on your opening drive and give the ball back after a 3-and-out. So that's a nice hard run there, nothing fancy, but just maintain possession and get a fresh set of downs.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Once again, it's Scatterboot. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll go again with Scatterboot. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane close quickly. Here comes 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 5.
At the 21-yard line.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, moved down for a loss.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
First down awaits at the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. On fourth down, the Chiefs send out Matt Ariza to punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Giants offense ready for their second possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On the play fake, here's Dart. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He'll step up and run this. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
And the Giants first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
1st and 10.
Here we go.
In motion, it's Robinson. Here's a handoff to Scatterbush. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Second and 10. All right, straight ahead, that's Scatterbush. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
First and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Patrick to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Moving to his right. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. Picked off by Cordell Flott. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
The Giants offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 7, Hawk.
The throw is done. They'll try to set up the screen here. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
And the Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Giants football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Here's a toss to Scatterboot, heading right. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Dart going to keep this on his own read.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Here we go, set.
And a shotgun. It's Dart. That is caught. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal.
Go!
Scatterboom. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Scatterboot. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of 4.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. He'll try to throw it, and here's Dart to the goal line and in. Daniel Bellinger. Touchdown, Giants. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Giants will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. Hey, Greg, no one better than you to talk about the rookie crop of tight ends, especially at the top. A couple of guys who have Midwest ties, played in the Big Ten, now find themselves in the Midwest, especially Colston Loveland, who's a Chicago Bear tight end.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Mike, when I watch Loveland play, when you look back and watch his tape from Michigan, there's two guys that play tight in the NFL. There's the guy that you have to script open. He's going to catch flat routes and naked routes, and he's going to catch the easy ones, and he'll run after and get what he can. And then there's the guys, Mike, that get themselves open. They can win third down one-on-ones. They can win versus press. They can win routes downfield versus defensive backs, not just linebackers. When I watch Colston Loveland, that's the guy I see.
And another one out of the Big Ten, Tyler Warren from Penn State. He goes to Indianapolis.
Yeah, and he's a little more of a throwback, right? He can play a little quarterback. He can play H-back. He can put his hand on the ground. He's still good enough and athletic enough to play in space. When you look at what Penn State did with him, there wasn't a position on the field, including center, that he didn't play. So he's a really big, physical, run-after-catch. I think he's a good fit because, remember, in Indy, that Shane Steichen offense, they're going to want to run the ball. They're going to want to get downhill with the run game, offensive line. So I think it's a good fit because he's very talented in the passing game, but he's going to keep teams honest with his ability to still contribute on all three downs.
Here's Matt Araiza now. He's on for the second time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. He's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Giants offense ready to take over possession of the football. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you had the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember where a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025. Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's dark. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen on now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Here comes Smith on the return. Oh, looked like he wove a seam for a moment. But he's taken down after a solid return. The Chiefs offense ready to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
First down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Hey, 43, 15.
They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Let's go, little lady! Hey, 43.
Now, Mahomes. Short pass taken in by Kelce. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Yellow. Hey, 15.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And he's into the end zone. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14. Giants 7. Harrison Butker to kick off 4 Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10.
The Giants offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. Here's Dart on first and 10. He'll get that to the former Volunteer, Jalen Hyatt. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
To the air on second down. Dart looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Wan'Dale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And third down coming up.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Dart. That'll be taken in by Scatterboo. Here's second and 9.
To number 44, Cam Scatterboo.
Throwing is Dart. Throw on the run is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 20.
The rookie from Ole Miss put that one on target for the first down.
First and 10.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Ready?
Here's first and 10. Throwing. Dart. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second, as the clock is stopped with 45 seconds to go until halftime.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Throwing again, Dart. He'll step up and run, and the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down.
That's another Giants first down.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it, but a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. Now Dart. And he did a pretty good job there to get back to the line of scrimmage as he's chased out of bounds. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Let's go. 70.
Here's Dart. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, New York.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
So now this to get them back to even heading into the break. His kick is good. And the Giants will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. In the middle, he's got Kelsey. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. A sad day for some, the official final day of summer. Fall begins in the USA tomorrow, so time for one more summer fling, if you will. Our trip across the NFL starts now. In Santa Clara, the Niners at home to take on the Cardinals in the NFC West. And it's welcome back from injury for this guy, Brandon Ayuk. He was absolutely electric. This, one of 3 touchdown grabs for him in the game. From there, we go to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Let's check in on the Chargers as they host the Denver Broncos. And it's the new signee from Pittsburgh, Najee Harris. He only needs a little bit of breathing room, and he knows what to do with it. One more to show you, and it's out in Seattle, the Seahawks taking on the New Orleans Saints. And it's Kenneth Walker. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Seahawks move to 2-1. They get the victory here. And with that, a look at what else is going on around the NFL here in week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. Tracy now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Scatterby. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals, go!
Out of the gun, here comes Dutt. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. They get 12 yards on that pass. That's good for a Giants first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. A big-time play out of the G-Men. It's a gain of 34.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
Panther 60.
They'll run with Scatterboo. And he finds some space tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 17-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. On the give, Scatterboo. And the Giants are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
14 yards.
They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
First and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
They'll run. It's Scatterboo. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
A loss of 2.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. They'll go with him again. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the full.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Third and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And he's in. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, New York. That is 2nd TD catch of the season.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
That's good.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Give him 10 more on that one. And another first down.
Well, after the nice run to start the drive, why not go back to the well and try it again? And that's exactly what they do. Have to imagine at some point now, the defense tries to change their look.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
On second down, Mahomes. And that is caught. Travis Kelce. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards.
Yellow. First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first down, it's Mahomes. Right back to Kelce again. And he's close to another first down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Here's Buckner now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Giants offense and their quarterback Jackson Dart heading back out to the field. Both these offenses have been informal. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's first and 10. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On the play fake, here's Dart. Left side, that's Johnson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's Scatterboo. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Ready, set.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll go play action here with Dart. He has height complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
26 yards.
The rookie from Ole Miss put that one on target for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On the jump.
They run on the jet sweep, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Taken down behind the
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical. That's certainly not how he envisioned his first catch as a professional going, but technically he has less yards than you and I do, but we're up here in the booth. But not an ideal start, but he's certainly not going to panic either.
3rd and long, and Dart is going to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This one from 49. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants will take a 24-21 lead.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
Here's Smith to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Over the middle, that's Kelsey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far that has proven to not be the case.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A give here to Pacheco. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to tie things up here in the fourth.
The kick is good.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard
Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Dart. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Underneath to Scalaboo. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Giants first down.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 37.
Out of shotgun. It's Dart. He'll get that out to Scalaboo. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 46-yard line.
To the air again goes Dart. Back to Robinson. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
That pass play good for 22. First down, Giants.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On play action, it is Dart. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Throwing is Dart. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
It's now third and 19.
Cowboy 80.
Now Dart taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do. We're all even. Fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco.
Isaiah Pacheco, the ball carrier. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8.
Yellow, yellow. Go, Lou, lady.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end. It's Kelsey. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Kansas City.
From the gun, here's Pacheco. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
The tackle made by Bobby Okereke. A gain of 2.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Rice. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Line, 43, 43.
Here's Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. A run with Pacheco. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him. And I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
This is 1st and 10.
Yellow. Let's go, blue lady.
Now it's Mitchell. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
8 yards on the pickup.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. As it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Here comes 2nd down.
Yellow, yellow.
Here's Pacheco. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. That's going to be pretty close first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 1 yard. First down, Chiefs.
Yellow. That's a line. 15.
They'll run here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
I don't need to. There's a line.
They'll stick to the ground. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try. And we are set for a great finish. Timeout. 2 seconds remaining in the game. Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to win the game. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from New